video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Thursday, and we are here to get after it as we're almost closing out the week. Bitcoin tumbling just a little bit more than she was yesterday. What's the latest news? Well, I got your back. So if you're ready for the Zest, the news, the education, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the stream out with friends, and let's get after it. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and we have a subscriber goal as well. Let's head over to the subscriber goal of 18,040 subs. We have 11 more till we get there. Also, guys, check out our two amazing sponsors of the show as I say good morning to you and you say good morning to me, including Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off. All right. Peter Sunshine, good morning. Chad Smith, good morning over there on TikTok. Let's go to YouTube and X right now. We got Jim, my Belgian friend. Good morning. Destroyer1911, nice to see you. Elbed, Blocky, James G. Shout out to James G for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. We have Brian, Gary Littlemore, Alex Kaimana, David Bowles, Black Hat. Good morning, my friend. We have, who else? JC. All right. Hope you're doing all right over there in LA. Guys, shout out to everybody that's in Los Angeles right now and in California dealing with those fires. Prayers to all of you. Rob C, good morning. Let's see, I missed a whole bunch of people. It moved my place. We have Aquarian, good morning. St. Jerome, good morning. Moneybags, good morning. Michael C is chilling. All set, good morning. Bobby F is here. James, good morning to you, my friend. Lasers, Geo. He said, good morning to the Bears only. You're literally like the... I'm not even, I'm not going to yell at Geo today. You know, I'm actually going to withhold. I'm going to withhold myself from yelling at Geo today. I'm going to hold it back. And I know he doesn't want that. I know he doesn't want that. But you know what, Geo? I'm going to hold back. He's short in real life, but he's also short on Bitcoin, which is wild to me. Where's that 30K Bitcoin, Geo? Right, St. Jerome? Ask him. Mr. NC, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Galaxy 9 Flat Smack is here. Hi, nice to see you. Piranha Cards, good morning. We have Ray K, nice to see you. We have Memory Man, good morning. Nice to see everybody in the chat. I think I missed people. Geo, that's not true. You see this comment? Not true. The spice is rife. Absolutely, Brian. Alexandra G said, when Geo Randy collab? Listen, Alexandra G. Oh, by the way, my G is in the chat. Nice to see you, Alexandra G, my G. I don't know if Geo really wants to get down with that. I mean, I would. I told him I would. I would do a little collaboration. I would do a little song collaboration. Poison said, go, Brandy, it's your birthday. Nice to see you, Poison. Guys, actually, my birthday is just over a month away. And we're going to be doing, because my birthday's on a Sunday, we could do the Valentine's Day Friday birthday stream too. So it could be a Valentine's Day and a birthday stream. So Starseek Angelina said, let's get started. Nice to see you. Mr. NC, I'm going to address that at the end of the show today. Kai, good morning. Good morning. All right, guys, if I missed you in the chat, then you could yell at me. I'll accept the yelling. Guys, say happy belated birthday to Geo. Happy belated birthday to Geo. Elric, good morning. Happy birthday, Geo. Everyone write that in the chat. Everyone write that in the chat. Am I an Aries? I'm actually an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. Casper, good morning. All right, guys, we're going to get after it. Yay! And we're not talking to Geo anymore. I don't know. Maybe we will. We're going to see. Guys, we have the market recap. Sea of red today. The market is showing us her strength in the wrong way. She's like, you know what? Everyone was so bullish. I'm going to humble all of you. And that's exactly what happened here. People got humbled, liquidations all over the place. And we're going to talk about how Bitcoin ETFs are suffering a little bit as well. Speaking of Bitcoin, we're going to slide into that chart. $92,580 right now, down 2.5%. Again, we're bouncing within a range. Maybe, you know what, Gio, you can actually give us some input. What do you think about this range between 90K and 98K? I think it's pretty significant. It keeps coming back into play. Now, we do have a low around 91 or just south of $92,000. Now, your bearish level to watch now, again, is the bottom of our range. Let's hold support there at 91K, 91.1-ish. I want to see what goes on here. Discounts across the board. I agree with you. Right, Ricky? Right, Ricky? I agree. I think this is a nice little discount. People thought it was too late to buy when Bitcoin was $100,000. But I'm here to tell you guys, it's going to be A-okay. Shout out to Bionic over there. Your bearish level to watch if we fall below 90K, I believe, is right here around the 76, 75K. Again, we had a little bit of a tiff when we were leading up to breaking that 76K resistance back here in the beginning of November, right after Election Day. And again, you have to, when in doubt, zoom out on the charts here. What was going on just over 2 months ago? You're looking at Election Day, November 5th. We were sitting at 68K Bitcoin, just south of 70K. And then look, oh, wow, we're at $92,000 right now. How could you be bearish? How could you be bearish? Well, you can ask Gio. We're up 33% since then. I think that's pretty bullish in my opinion. If you're bearish on Bitcoin right now, I do not know what to tell you. You are not in the right asset if you are worried about these little moves. If we don't SFP the low, we can fall hard and fast. USDT dominance is bullish, which is something to take note of. I made a video, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. See, there you go. We wished you all happy birthday. Now are you ready for a club? Now are you ready for a club? Are we still in the bull run? I believe Bitcoin's been in a bull run since its inception. So that's what I believe, and I'm going to stick to that. Now, we do have Bitcoin's bullish scenario, which is that 98K, as I mentioned. And then even more bullish is that 1011, 1012. Now, we're going to look at market Cipher as we are down 2.5% today with this red dot pulling down this momentum now below that zero line. We also have the VWAP that is bearish as well. The RSI is taking a huge dip with that money flow, but the money flow is still green, so I'll take it. And we do have that RSI that is mid-bear now. I say, what do I always say? Send it to oversold. Relieve the selling pressure. Move on, friends. Relieve the selling pressure. Move on up. I think it's going to be A-okay. Now, if you guys are still bullish on Bitcoin, let me see those rocket emojis in chat. We need to see some membershippery out here. Could we have this pullback before Trump's inauguration? I believe this could be a little bit of a dip pre-inauguration. It would make sense because we might see a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And imagine on day one, a Bitcoin strategic reserve gets put out there. I think that would be super bullish, super bullish. Now, speaking of Bitcoin, we're going to look at Bitcoin ETFs. They're suffering a $582 million net outflow, the second highest tally ever. Investors withdrew substantial amounts from the U.S. listed spot Bitcoin and ETH ETFs Wednesday as macroeconomic uncertainties cast a shadow over the cryptocurrency's price prospects. 11 Bitcoin ETFs recorded a combined net outflow of $582 million, marking the second largest total since these alternative investment vehicles began trading a year ago, according to data from SoSoValue. The largest outflow comes shy of the record withdrawal of $680 million on December 19th. Fidelity's FBTC led the outflows, losing a record $258 million, with BlackRock's IBIT bleeding $124 million. ETH ETFs bled $159 million, the largest tally since July 26th, when these public funds processed withdrawals worth $162 million. So it's not far off. Now, over the past 3 days, Bitcoin has went down around 10%. And again, from the highs, we could do a little bit of a measurement. From the highest daily candle close of 106K to where we are now, about 13%. Now, from the actual high right here of 108K to where we are right now, we're down 14%. Again, 14% is not a bad deal. Like, it's a good retrace. It's a good retrace. Now, there was some stuff going on where apparently the government wants to sell some Bitcoin, and I'm going to get into that in just a little while as well. So here we go. We're gonna get into Ethereum, since we talked about Ethereum ETFs as well. Ethereum at $3,249 this morning, down 2.3%. Now we do have ourselves losing this level of right here, 3260, 3270. Now your bearish level to watch here is $3,060. And if we fall below that, then the 200-day SMA is just below that, 2,984. Again, falling below $3,000 ETH is definitely going to scare people. Gio did put his Twitter username in the chat. If someone that's a moderator can go and put his actual Twitter link so people could click it and find him and follow him, that would be great. Your bullish Ethereum level to watch is 3960. Again, that's your golden zone. We want to hold support there so we could hopefully hit new highs. Right here, we have the market Cipher. Red dot printed, shooting down that momentum. We also have the VWAP that is flat and bearish at the moment. Money flow is taking a hit as well, though it is still green, well above that zero line, and I enjoy that very much. We have the RSI that's here chilling mid-bear as well. Now, again, what do I say? Send it to oversold, relieve the selling pressure. That might take us below $3,000 ETH, cause a ton of liquidations. But I believe that is okay. Wipe out all the paper hands, relieve the selling pressure so we can move back on up. I think that's bullish. Send it to oversold. Now, Litecoin is $102 today, 0.95% in the green. And again, typically when Bitcoin is dipping, Litecoin picks up. And it's a very weird inverse relationship that goes on here. Now, you could see the selling pressure for Litecoin, and it's been the same in the past where we had tiffs with the $103. Now, your bullish scenario is that 103, passing that is 112. Now, rejecting this level, we are looking at $97, which if we go below a $100 Litecoin, I'm going to be sad. But it seems like Litecoin is picking up some speed this morning, as the momentum isn't taking as much of a hit with this red dot as Ethereum and Bitcoin have. And the VWAP is making a nice move to the upside. So we like confident moves with that VWAP. Also, the money flow is taking a hit, but it is still green, looking good. The RSI is also tipping upwards, even though it's in some bearish territory right now. Let's see if it could test neutral and see where it goes. Otherwise, I'll say the same thing as I said for everything else. Send it to oversold and see what happens. Though that would take us probably below that $100 Litecoin. Oh boy, oh boy. And this is where a lot of the FUD comes in. A lot of the FUD. Where we see that Bitcoin, they say, is sliding just because there are fears that the government might sell more Bitcoin. And why would they do that? Because they are trying to mess with the market. They know that Bitcoin is extremely bullish right now, considering that Donnie T, when he gets inaugurated, wants to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve within his first 100 days. That's the rumor. Now, of course, the plan goes that they want to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years. So that's 200,000 Bitcoin per year. And if they start selling the stash that they have that would have been contributed to that 200,000 for probably the first year or so, then they get to mess up Donnie T's plans. Here's the little FUD piece that got put out. Investors are worried that a sale of the government's Bitcoin stash, valued at approximately $6.5 billion, could trigger market volatility and impact crypto. The DOJ reportedly secured authorization from the Northern District Court of California to liquidate 69,370 Bitcoin, marking the closure of a complex multi-year legal battle over one of the largest cryptocurrency seizures in history, according to the Decrypt news outlet. This was handed down by Chief U.S. District Judge Richard Seabour, who denied a motion to block the forfeiture of the assets, according to a court document filed on December 30th. The court's decision potentially clears the way for the DOJ to proceed with the sale, though federal asset liquidation processes typically require multiple administrative steps. Historically, large asset liquidations by government agencies have been carried out gradually to avoid significant market disruptions. This is FUD. This is FUD. This is the biggest FUD piece ever. And again, the government likes to play games. This administration likes to play games. What I like to call this is psychological warfare. Psychological warfare. If you agree, put a 1 or yes emoji if this is fun. And if you don't, you think this is legit, if they're actually going to sell this Bitcoin. And if you think it's a big deal, even if they do, put the no emoji. I don't believe that they want to do this just to have fun and that, oh, we're just getting rid of dirty money. No, man. They know that even the thought and the little articles that are getting put out there will hurt the sentiment of the market to a degree. And who does it really hurt if they sell Bitcoin? The people that are not knowledgeable about the space. If you're upset and you're selling Bitcoin because the government is selling Bitcoin, that's downright silly. In my opinion, you get to do what you want with your money. In my opinion, if you're worried about the government selling Bitcoin, that is nuts. And if you could look at this in a positive light, they sell Bitcoin, they put it on the market, then more for us to buy. Give it to us, Joe Bye-Bye. Give it to us. Secure our bag. Secure our bag. The government, whenever they sell, it's mostly when it's pumping. And when we're really down and out, market sentiment's low, then the government's like, hey, man, we're going to dump our Bitcoin on your heads. You know what? Do it. Do it. Because you know what? We will want this administration to hold Bitcoin. Maybe the next administration will be more bullish and they'll probably make up for it and buy more. Again, because they want to buy that 200,000 Bitcoin per year. It is a big bag. I'm not going to lie. It is a big bag. But then you could also look at this stat to maybe brighten things up a little bit. So while the government wants to sell, U.S. entities supposedly hold 65% more Bitcoin than offshore players, and this is according to CryptoQuant. Bitcoin reserves held by U.S.-based entities significantly exceed those held offshore, according to CryptoQuant. U.S. entities' Bitcoin reserve share reached an all-time high as of January 9th, with reserves 65% greater than those held by non-U.S. entities. The ratio of U.S. to offshore Bitcoin holdings climbed from 1.24 in September of 2024 to a peak of 1.66 in December and now stands at 1.65. CryptoQuant CEO explained that the metric compares the Bitcoin holdings of U.S. entities, including MicroStrategy, spot Bitcoin ETFs, exchanges, miners, and the government, to those of known offshore entities. The U.S. is bullish. The U.S. is bullish. Is the government really going to sell what they have? I don't know. All they do is move Bitcoin around. They try to scare people, FUD the market, and then we move on. We keep calm, we hodl on, we zoom out on the charts. We realize Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. It's the best performing asset out of the last 15 and going on 16 years. I would never fear Bitcoin. I would never fear its value. I would never fear, even if there is some crazy black swan event, Bitcoin is what's going to come out strong. Stock market, I can't say the same. Even assets like gold, I can't say the same. If there are things that are going down, like let's say there's a natural disaster and you have to leave your home. You are not carrying all your gold bars on your back, buddy. It'll be too heavy. It's near impossible depending on how much you have. However, if you have Bitcoin, all you need is your cold storage device or to just know the recovery phrases in your head. And that is it. Then you can move your money, your property, wherever you want all over the world. And again, I'm referring to Bitcoin as digital property in this little mindset that we're having here. Nonetheless, continuing with the U.S., we have states that are working on Bitcoin payments, strategic Bitcoin reserves, Texas, Pennsylvania, and even more. The new news goes for Oklahoma. The Oklahoma senators introducing the Bitcoin Freedom Act for Bitcoin payments. And even we were reading the other day, Thailand wanted to do some Bitcoin payments because they don't want to miss out on business opportunities. If you're a city, if you're a state, and you're a country, you don't want to miss out on business. And they all want that money. The money is flowing into crypto. People want to spend it. They want to store their value. Oklahoma, the senator there is seeing the light, as you guys are also seeing the light of the like button. Please smash the like, subscribe, and share. A Republican senator in Oklahoma, Dusty Devers, I like that name, filed legislation allowing employees and residents in the state to opt to receive salaries in Bitcoin and enable vendors to accept Bitcoin payments. In a time when inflation is eroding the purchasing power of hardworking Oklahomans, Bitcoin provides a unique opportunity to protect earnings and investments, he said after introducing the Bitcoin Freedom Act on January 8th. He added, as Bitcoin continues to rise and the value of the dollar continues to be printed away in Washington, D.C., Oklahoma must act to protect our people. The bill, called SB 325, ensures that participation is entirely voluntary, quote, respecting free market principles and empowering employees, employers, and businesses to choose their own payment options. That is beautiful. According to the filing, one of the purposes of the act is to, quote, establish a framework for the secure use of Bitcoin by the state of Oklahoma, private businesses, and individual residents. And another, it's to authorize Bitcoin as an acceptable medium for transactions, salaries, and investments. Would you take your salary in Bitcoin? Put a 1 or a yes emoji or 2 or a no emoji. Would you accept your salary in Bitcoin, Afro Benny? Guy Jones, thank you for the finger heart. Senator Devers also said Donnie T's the man. Put Donnie T emojis in the chat. He added, Bitcoin has arrived into the mainstream of our economy and is unquestionably a significant part of the financial future. The legislation puts Oklahoma in a leadership role nationally while ensuring the state embraces the future of financial tech while providing our citizens with more financial options. This is what Mr. Devers said. He's one of the people most criticizing high inflation in the U.S. He says if Washington, D.C. can ruin something, it likely will. And it is certainly ruining the dollar. This is what he wrote on the X.com before adding, one of my biggest campaign promises was to fight for the financial well-being of those I represent and do what I could to offset the damage caused by inflation. Yup. This guy's a genius. So he came after inflation. He said he actually cares about the people, which is what another senator claims, Liz Warren, where she actually fights for the bankers and lobbies against the people, while this senator in Oklahoma does things different. So shout out to him, who also came after CBDCs, who is also a fan of CBDCs, Liz Warren. Put fire emoji, Liz Warren emojis in the chat. I cannot with this woman. She is so evil. She gets me fired up. Liz Warren. Devers, he's also a pastor. He feels the love of the Lord. He criticized CBDCs, as he should, central bank digital currencies, stating on X on January 9th today that they enable government overreach and surveillance. He says they give central authorities the power to track, control, and restrict individual transactions, undermining financial privacy and freedom. He said this before talking about Bitcoin and its virtues, saying Bitcoin promotes financial sovereignty. Its decentralized, censorship-resistant design allows individuals to retain full control over their money, free from government interference or inflationary manipulation. What a darn king. What a darn king. This man, Senator Devers, he should be president one day. He should be president one day. With that mindset right there, that is wild. Put Donnie T emojis in chat. Put Donnie T emojis in chat. Liz Warren needs to get fired because we have senators like this guy that are fighting for the American people and actually care about their financial well-being. You can't say the same about Liz Warren out here. Evil. I'm over her. I'm over Liz Warren. I'm over her. She's cut. She's cut from the good list. Gonna get some coal in her stocking every year. Talking against CBDCs, pro-Bitcoin, that means he's pro-freedom and pro-America. The fact of the matter is, if you are for CBDCs, you are anti-America. Bitcoin enables you to enhance your inalienable human rights, which are life, liberty, property, or in America, they say the pursuit of happiness, although your property should be priority. We need to own something where their goal, the them of the world, is for you to own nothing and be happy with it. Absolutely not. No. Own nothing, be happy, garbage. Absolutely not. That's not the way we roll. That's not the way we roll. Smash the like, subscribe, and share if you agree with that, because there is no way we are going to stand for that, especially in a Bitcoin forward administration. We are not giving up our rights. We are not giving up our rights anymore. We've done way too much of that. Way too much of it in America. No more. Absolutely not. So shout out to the senator. That's an absolute king. An absolute king. I'm a big fan of Mr. Devers now. Had to hydrate there. I started losing it. Now we're going to throw more Donnie T emojis in the chat because we saw Brad Garlinghouse meeting up with Donnie T. And people are saying that the Trump effect is going to boost Ripple's sentiment, and XRP might surge 40% because of it. We already saw a major Trump pump for Bitcoin. Again, we go back to Bitcoin and Election Day, which was November 5th. Going back right here, November 5th, around right here. We went to 108,000. From that point on November 5th to the all-time high, we were up 58%, even to where we are now. That's 35% in the green, post Donnie T securing the bag. Yeah. And so we're looking at XRP right now. XRP is $2.28. Do you guys agree that XRP could go up another 40% from here? Put an XRP emoji in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. XRP, $2.29, down 3.43%. Your bearish level to watch here is $1.82. Your bullish level to watch, again, is your golden zone, 275. And if we go up 40% from here, where does that take us? Let's take our ruler out. 40% from where we're at now, lower a little bit. That would take us to about $3. Yeah, 40% is $3.20. Which, if you look what's the all-time high? $3 and about 54 cents. That is not far. So if we go up another 40%, then that is just a few cents away from an XRP all-time high. Interesting. Very interesting. So there is more XRP news that actually I see some people talking about in the chat as well. So I'm gonna actually bring it up for you right now. Where they're saying XRP could surge 40% because of Donnie T, but we can't forget about TradFi. That is what XRP kind of stands its legs on, that they want to kind of connect the TradFi and the DeFi, where I feel like it's just more of a TradFi type coin at this point. Where Bank of America says they're going to use XRP for 100% internal transactions. Does that mean they're probably going to make a deposit token like JP Morgan and Citibank, where they're going to have their own type like kind of a bank-centric CBDC? Ripple's XRP is again in the headlines with an audacious new claim sending the world a buzz. The CEO of Sound Planning Group, David, recently appeared on Fox Business to reveal that Bank of America is now using XRP for 100% of its internal transactions. That would be one of the largest steps towards general adoption within financial institutions, if it is true. So apparently, this is not yet confirmed. It has not been officially confirmed, as I said, but it caused ripples of excitement. Ripples, get it? Ripples and Ripple. This is not news between Bank of America and Ripple. Bank of America is long associated with RippleNet, the global payments network based on the blockchain tech used for the fast international money transfers as securely as they are. It had been long touted as the game changer in the banking world. I would like to see some confirmations here. I would. Is this real? Do you think this is going to happen? I don't know. We always are ripple me this, Batman. That's actually funny. No G's in the chat. Shout out to you. Doge emojis for him. Do you believe that XRP is going to be a part of the banking system? I believe that with Brad Garlinghouse meeting with Donnie T, it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely something that could happen out here. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Yes, I do read the chat, though. I do read the chat. I try my best to read the chat. I try to focus on the news and things, but I do my best to read the chat. Sometimes I miss things. I don't lie. I won't lie. I do miss things once in a while, but I'm only a human with 2 eyeballs, and that's it. Will the government sell its Bitcoin? We talked about that before. Vroom vroom. I think it's mostly FUD. I think it's mostly FUD, but you know, we never know. We'll see.
Thank you. You're welcome.
James G.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Let's go.
Thanks, James G. Pamp it.
So pump it up. You got to pump it up.
We do have a goal that ends in 7 minutes, guys. If we get those 5 super chats there, then 4 more now. Then you guys get to pick tomorrow's outfits. But yeah, we're getting after it. Shout out to everyone. Please make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing to the channel. Also, let me know. We have 11 likes until we hit 100. So listen to Piano Maddie B. I need a sound check. Am I good? Do you guys see me? Am I buffering?
The sound check.
Baby, it's a sound check.
I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself?
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Oh, what a beautiful day to be alive. But you know what? The bankers, the TradFi bros that try to run the world and take over the fiat. Oh, I can't. The fiat system. I'm done with them. I'm done with people like the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. Who runs that? Who gave them power to be a part of this? Just don't get I just don't get it. The IMF is urging Kenya to align crypto laws with global standards, whatever that means. What kind of global standards? Like, who creates these global standards? I would like to know. The IMF advised Kenya to create a clear, predictable regulatory environment for crypto to protect consumers and to address risks related to AML and combating the finance of terrorism. I'm trying not to say that word clearly because it's the CFT. On January 8th, they released a technical assistance report on Kenya's crypto regulations, and they noted that they rely on outdated regulations for trad markets that have limited and no legally binding leverage on crypto markets. You know what this means? That the IMF is full of, because it's full of people that nobody elected. Why in the world do we care about what the IMF says? But you know what? Even El Salvador, that has Bitcoin as legal tender, didn't remove Bitcoin as legal tender, but kind of took a step back with crypto adoption because they wanted that bag, which I was very surprised about. But at the end of the day, what the IMF is worried about is Bitcoin and how people are going to opt out of the dirty fiat corrupt system and opt into one where they own something where they can't be devalued. This is lame. The IMF is lame. I'm over the IMF. Who are you? Why do you have the audacity to tell people what to do? I don't get it. I don't get it. They're worried about transparency. They talk about, oh, they need transparency with regulation, da, da, da. It's all about control at the end of the day, because you know what, friends? They want money. All they care about is their money. All they care about is ruining everyone else's life, not benefiting anyone but themselves, because if people are trapped within the fiat system, they are, for lack of better words, a slave to the system. Where in the US, you see it perfectly, that people were making money at some point. People were living good lives for the most part. And then over the last 10 years, especially the last 6, since 2019 at least, we're seeing the value of the dollar absolutely implode, which is why the Oklahoma senator is like, okay, people should take their salaries in Bitcoin because they actually care about the financial well-being of the people, since all they do is print. And did we vote for the money printing? Absolutely not. So people are working their entire lives to accumulate fiat, accumulate, for example, dollars. And then what do you get for it? What do you have to show for it after 20 years down the line? Absolutely devalued. People that are my age are losing hope in a faith that they'll ever own a house. Because most people have to work at least 2 jobs just to live. And a lot of people with their current jobs can't even live alone. Why in the world are we living in a system where the people don't benefit, when the people are the ones that make the economy what it is? And for a lack of better words, we're making the rich richer because we're devaluing ourselves. We're letting them do it when they're just making more money off of our labor. And this is where Department of Government Efficiency comes in. Because at the end of the day, we're giving all of our tax dollars to these people that don't even do their job correctly and are completely corrupt. Nancy P., all this insider trading, what's the deal? And why are none of them held accountable for it? Because none of it is transparent. So the bankers are helping them, and they help the bankers, and it's a nice little dirty collusion deal over there. It's nasty. And so all of us are working, and they're making all the money. And even the El Salvadorian president, Nayib Bukele, said it. He said, listen, man, at the end of the day, why are we paying taxes when they can just print more money? It doesn't make sense. And when people wake up to the fact that it's all basically to a degree, a fake system, what are people going to do? They're going to want to exit. They're going to opt out. Yeah, well, Nancy P is the perfect trader because she never loses. Why is that? Because all these regulators that regulate these companies, they know what they're doing. And if they know there's a regular, like a little enforcement action that's going on, they're going to go and trade against you. And then you have the stock market where all they do is say, oh, you know what? You're making too much money on GameStop. Let's halt the stock. What kind of is that? Who presses the button? And you know what? Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, they went on TV one time and they said, who presses the buttons? And they got shut right out. And I don't even think they've been on that channel since. Who presses the buttons? Who halts the stock? Riddle me that. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. I'll digress on the whole situation, though. I just wait till people wake up. I just wait until people wake up. That's it. Guys, we have 107 likes. Let's get that 115. Pamp it up.
Oh, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Oh, my goal ended. Uh-oh. Well, we technically got one super chat before that, but it didn't count because it was a little emoji thing. So, I don't know. We'll try again. We'll do another 5 for lower, and we'll do 15 minutes. And if we make it, then we'll, because I can't pick less than 5 here. Or it's only 1, but pick dress for tomorrow's show. Okay. We'll try again. Now, I'm going to digress on the whole situation here because I'm you know, that's it. We have people stepping down like the CFTC chair, but he's stepping down on Inauguration Day. He's like, oh, man, you know what? I'm going to be out of here by the time Donnie T gets in that office. And his last words to crypto were protect the investors. Oh, no. I say it again. When the government says they're going to come and help you, that's when you run. You run far, far away. Though the CFTC chief, Mr. Benham, never managed to make it happen, the derivatives watchdog is likely to one day play a more prominent role in overseeing crypto trading, something he will continue to advocate for after he's gone. He's going to step down on January 20th and make way for Donnie T's future appointee. Said crypto dominated every season of my tenure, according to what would be his last public remarks as chairman. He said concerns regarding consumer protections, increasing instances of fraud and market abuse, broader market resiliency, and even financial stability are intensifying in the absence of federal legislation. We've seen this before in our history where we leave large swaths of finance outside of oversight responsibility, and we have seen time and time again that it ends badly. Well, hello, we've seen things end pretty badly with things like FTX because of people like
hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Gary Gensler was fully involved with what was going on there. He knew SBF. He knew all these dirty folks. And you know what? He did nothing about it. But wasn't he supposed to be the person that protected all of us? Yes. So he didn't. And so all of these people that are saying they're supposed to protect you never do. Okay. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Because now we also have bank regulators that are stepping down. Michael Barr, who is one of the top regulating people at the U.S. Central Bank, said he's going to step down from his role early, citing the risk of dispute as Washington prepares for a new administration. He called for stricter oversight after a series of bank failures back in 2023 and has been a target of Republicans, but have previously rejected suggestions he resign before his term ends in 2026. But now he said he's going to remain on the board of the Federal Reserve. Oh boy, the Federal Reserve is in big trouble with this new administration. We'll see what happens with that. Now, Gary needs protection. Gary needs a lot in his life. He needs to speak some good spiritual energy, because he has done very dirty things over the past 4 years. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Makes me feel like I need a darn shower just talking about these people. And it's gross. Shower time. Ugh. Ugh.
Bruh.
We're going to talk about banks now. One bank is going to have some PayPal USD integrations. PayPal USD, PYUSD is the PayPal stablecoin. Now, they're going to have some direct deposit and outbound payment options with real-time USD conversion. This is FV Bank. This is a U.S. licensed digital bank offering a vertically integrated suite of trad and digital asset banking and custody services. They announced the expansion of its stablecoin capabilities with the integration of PayPal USD for direct deposits and outbound payments. This feature, now live for all FV bank account holders, enables the direct receipt of PYUSD into their bank accounts, the USD accounts, with automatic real-time conversion to the dollar. Building on this integration, FV Bank account holders will be able to send outbound payments to beneficiaries in PYUSD without the need to mint the stablecoin themselves or manage external digital wallets.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
'Cause you intelligent, concise, cute, and most important, a Floridian, winking face,
Floridian?
blue heart.
A Floridian, Benny Blue Eyes. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Shout out to Benny Blue Eyes. By demand. Oh, wait, hold on. We're going to go back. So, building on this integration, FV Bank account holders will be able to send outbound payments to beneficiaries in PayPal USD without the need to mint the stablecoin or manage an external digital wallet. By demand and FV Bank's real-time processing capabilities, clients can initiate PayPal USD payments directly from their USD account, where FV Bank will automatically deposit or debit USD, mints the PayPal USD on demand, and delivers it near instantly to the beneficiary. So this is pretty interesting that they're going to be dealing with stablecoins, and they're the only licensed U.S. bank to offer a trio of stablecoins, which is USDC, Tether USDT, and PayPal USD direct deposit services to provide people with some flexibility. This is just the beginning. This is just a digital bank. It's going to continue with other banks as well. We know JP Morgan, Chase already has their JPM token. They have a deposit token. Citigroup or Citibank, they have a deposit token as well. All this tokenization, all these stable coins, it is happening. They know that they can't fight stable coins forever, but they're going to have to use them. Now, they also know that the banks are going to fail. We've already seen so many of them fail. Thing you have to note now is what's going to save them. And that's why I believe that the states are working on strategic Bitcoin reserves to make it okay for states to hold it. And then the federal level, the whole government's going to hold Bitcoin. Then the banks are going to be out here saying, you know what, maybe we should hold some Bitcoin too, y'all. That's where it comes in. Boom. Watch. The banks are going to hold crypto. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Now, we do have some other news with, let's see. This is interesting. FTX, my friends, we know that FTX, their EU arm, was supposed to be sold to Backpack Exchange, but wasn't those the same people that were a part of FTX and Alameda to begin with? Yes. Which is why I was like, okay, so FTX is basically selling FTX EU to themselves, which is absolutely a grift. Right, John? Thank you for the heart. Apparently, they took a hit here. The FTX bankruptcy estate hits out over an unauthorized sale of FTX EU to Backpack Exchange. Womp, womp, a womp. This is so funny, so lame. So lame. FTX bankruptcy estate has disputed the recently announced sale of FTX EU to Backpack, the crypto exchange and wallet firm founded by former FTX and Alameda employees. Garbage, garbage, garbage. The FTX estate said Backpack has no involvement whatsoever in the U.S. bankruptcy court approved process for returning funds to any FTX customers or creditors. And that a press release about the sale from Backpack on Monday was issued without the knowledge or involvement of FTX. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I believe that one. Apparently, Backpack had announced plans to fly a potato, but also pay back FTX EU creditors, as well as setting out how it plans to operate a regulated crypto derivatives service using the license acquired in the sale. Backpack has not been authorized by FTX to make any distributions to any FTX customers or other creditors, including any former FTX EU customers. This is according to the FTX bankruptcy estate in a statement. Oh boy. Does it shock me at all? No, because it's the same people that ran FTX, that ran Alameda, that went and tried to do the same thing again and re-enter the crypto market, but it seems as though it might not work out how they want it to work out. So very, very sus. And especially, like, why do you get a license just from buying the company? You didn't work for the license. It's not you that got the license, so why do you get the license from the sale? That doesn't make sense to me either. But I'm not a lawyer. Don't take my word for it. I'm just a person on the interwebs. Why am I not surprised? Memory Man says, I'm not surprised either, folks. What a wild ride. Guys, we have 6 more likes until 125. Let's get after that. Also, what time is it? All right, we have 8 minutes. Let's keep getting after it. Subscribe to the channel, please. MetaMask, I'm doing good. How are you? Today at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be live with Lizard Labs as usual. 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's going to be a beautiful little... Look how cute the background is today. We're building a little snowman. This is adorable. We're going to have a really good conversation.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Now you send me back double, winking face.
Bobby F. trolling out here. Thank you, Bobby. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. We have 4 minutes left of our goal here. But yeah, we're getting after it, friends. We're getting after it. 2 p.m. Eastern. Check out Lizard Labs. I'm gonna be co-hosting the show as always. Why isn't my reminder set? It should be set. There we go. It always glitches on the computer. Make sure you guys set your reminder for that 2 p.m. Eastern. That's where I'll be. And there will be potatoes.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
Yep. There. That was for no. But yeah, we're getting after it. Also, hi Ice God. Hi everyone in the chat. I hope everyone is doing well today. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to everyone. Nice to see you, Baba Yaz, DPT TV, Happy Go Lucky, Big Dog, nice to see you, Wifey's in chat, Crypto Bedell, username, Paper Planes is in chat too, Waleed, nice to see you, Northside Repairs is here, welcome. That's as far back as my chat goes. If you guys have any questions or whatever, you let me know. But I do have a little announcement before we leave today. And before we wrap up, I just want to share something with all of you. And you guys probably have noticed recently that my dad and Emma haven't been in the chat. And since you're my extended family, I wanted to just be outright open with you guys. I've decided that 2025 is going to be a year of growth, a new direction for the channel, and now it comes to the point, unfortunately, where my family and I are no longer working together on the Daily Zest. Now, it doesn't change my love or respect for them, but it is time for me to fully step in to be that educator, the creator, the woman that I'm aiming to be, that I know that we're all gonna get, that I'm gonna get to, you know? And so this is a journey that I have to take on my own. I know that I'm not alone though, because I have all of you, an incredible community, a family, and I'm building and working on a bigger vision that's going to reach new audience and create an even bigger impact for the crypto space. And I want to do it with you guys. So your support has meant the world to me, and now more than ever, I really need to know that you guys are with me as we take this next step. So I really thank you guys for being here. Thank you for believing me and lifting me when I really needed it most. And I really couldn't do it without you guys. I really, truly can't do it without you guys. So let's get after it. We're going to get after it in 2025. I know I've been saying that this is going to be a different journey going into 2025. So I just wanted to be open. I wanted to be honest with you guys about what's going on. And so, again, I love them. I respect them. They're always going to be my family, but you guys are my family as well. So I want to know that you guys are with me and that we're all good going into 2025. And so just wanted to be here and say what's going on. So shout out to you guys. I'm putting little hearts in the chat for you. Little hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the love in the chat. Thank you so much. Shamanic or shamanic says, we got you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Rob C., a member for a year, says, we are all with you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, so that's the latest. So I'm happy I got to tell you guys. Jay, thank you. Appreciate that. Invested GM. But yeah, this is a new chapter going into 2025. And so I'm very happy. I'm very blessed to be a part of this family, and that you guys are a part of my family as well. So let's get after it going into 2025. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, we are going in a new direction. We're getting after it. We do have a new little playlist over here called the Randi Roundups. And if you haven't yet, please check out the latest one from yesterday, where I am breaking down the latest crypto highlights. I want to put out a lot of new content going into 2025. We're going to ramp this thing up on the channel. So please make sure you check it out. Subscribe to the channel and let's get after it. Chapter 21. We're almost on chapter 22. Next month, we're going to be on chapter 22 of my life. John said, you'll do great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jay, thank you for the lightning. So yeah, we're getting after it. MetaMask said, we're here for you. Thank you. But yeah, this is just what's going on. So I'm very happy. I'm very blessed to be a part of this channel. And I have so much love for every single one of you guys. And it just, you know, it really does warm my heart that you guys are here every day. You show up and we just get after it together. So thank you guys so much. We're getting after it. 2025 is going to be the best year ever. And have a beautiful day, guys. I just wanted to tell you guys what's going on. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. If you haven't yet, please smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I'm about to get emotional, but I try to hold it back. But I know this is a new chapter, a good chapter. And everything happens for a reason. Thank you guys so much. Keen Bean says we got you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Freaking darn. Thank you so much. But yeah, this show means the world to me. And I told you, I don't care what gets thrown at me. I don't care what happens. I don't care what goes on in my life. What I care about is this show. What I care about is onboarding the world into cryptocurrency and making sure that we can empower people, every single human being on this planet, because we know what it means to be in crypto. We know what it means to be self-sovereign. We know what it means to empower other people, and that's all I want to do, is help other people. That was my goal since I started this, is to spread crypto adoption, make this thing go mainstream, and now it's actually happening. And so let's just get after it. We'll do it together. This is always going to be our community. It's always going to be our community. This is our family right here. And I care about you guys so freaking much. I really do. I care about you so much. And if you guys have, like Poman missed it, just rewind about 5-10 minutes, and you'll hear my message. But I'm happy I told you guys today. Like I said, we're getting after it. Have a beautiful day. And if you haven't yet, please smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share it out with friends. I'm going to Danish to keep fighting. I will. I never will stop. I'm never, ever, ever, ever stopping. So thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. And if you haven't yet, smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. I will see you guys at 2 p.m. Eastern on the Lizard Lookout later today on the channel with the Randi Roundup. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for a Friday episode of the Daily Zest. And like I said, we really want to pamp up those likes tomorrow so we could do a little rave. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you later. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.